What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants 7-round mock draft. In this draft, I do have one trade that we're going to get into right away, but I'm just going to say I have a lot of fun doing these, so I do plan on doing at least one more. I'll probably do a couple more. Try to do these maybe a couple times a week or once every other day leading up to the draft as far as the Giants go. There's so many scenarios that we can go and so many holes you need to fill. So I know a lot of guys want this guy, that guy, but I just want to kind of go through some of the scenarios that I think that could happen. And of course, like I said, I'm going to do the one draft where I pick the players that I want them to take at certain points in the draft. Not that that could happen, but you never know. Just having fun with this. So let me, again, always like to get your opinion on my mock draft in the chat. So just let me know in the comment section below. And as always, man, thank you guys so much for watching. And please hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring the bell. I'll be doing this a lot leading up to the draft. So thank you for being here and thank you for watching. And here we go. So I do have a trade in this scenario. I have the Giants trading their number 4 pick, number 110 pick, which is the 4th round pick, and their second 7th round pick, number 238. So number 4, number 110, and number 238 to the Los Angeles Chargers for their number 6 and number 37 overall picks. So that's what I did there with the trade. I don't think that we could just go. I don't think we get their 2nd round pick for just them moving up 2 spots. I don't think they would accept that. So I added a couple extra picks in there. Maybe I gave away too much. Maybe I didn't give away enough. Who knows? I guess we would find out if it ever actually happened, right? Anyway, with the 6th overall pick in this mock draft, I have the Giants taking Jedrick Wills, who is my favorite tackle in this draft, without a doubt. Out of Alabama, 6'4", 312 pounds. So he was a right tackle predominantly in Alabama, but he was protecting to his blind side. But he can play left tackle. In my opinion, he is the best tackle in the draft. And he's big, strong, quick, and athletic. Everybody knows about Jedrick Wills. The tape on him is phenomenal, and I definitely could get on board with Jedrick Wills protecting Daniel Jones for years to come, without a doubt. So that's the first guy I have there. Again, with the 6th overall pick, I have us taking Jedrick Wills, and I don't think any Giants fan would be upset getting Jedrick Wills in the 1st round. I mean, there may be other tackles that they prefer, but I think people would be happy if they took Jedrick Wills, the guys that want, a lineman in the 1st round. In the 2nd round, number 36, this is our pick. In a 2nd round, I have the Giants taking Tyler Biadasz from Wisconsin, a center, one of the best centers in the draft without a doubt. And again, this would kind of like my first mock draft where I had us going Wirfs and Ruiz. Again, this shores up 2 spots on our offensive line that we could really use to help, no doubt about it. A lot of people are very high on Biadasz coming out of Wisconsin, 6'4", 314 pounds. He has the strength to sustain blocks through the whistle. Handles the bull rush very well. He's a great pass blocker and one-on-one blocking. He's also a good run blocker. So I think people would be very happy if we got Biadasz here at number 36. And again, this shores up the center spot and the tackle spot in the first 2 picks. And again, Giants fans that want to fix the offensive line would be very happy, I'm sure, if we went this route as well. So I had a different tackle and different center in the first mock draft, and I decided to go with Wills and Biadasz here in this mock draft. Now, our second round pick, this is number 37 from the Los Angeles Chargers, and I have us taking Zack Baun here. Obviously not taking Simmons in the 1st round of this mock draft. The Giants are still in need of a linebacker, and I think Zack Baun is another guy that a lot of Giants fans really like. Another Badger, another Wisconsin Badger, 6'2", 240 pounds, ran a 4.65 40. Had a phenomenal season last year for the Badgers with 12.5 sacks, a couple forced fumbles. He had 76 tackles and an interception. So again, this is a guy that does a lot of things. He is the best fit in a 3-4 when he plays inside on base sets and rushes off the edge in sub packages. So he can do a little bit of both. And I know a lot of Giants fans are very high on Zack Baun, so I have them taking him here with the second round pick at number 37. In the third round, I have the Giants taking a wide receiver. I don't know if he would actually fall this far or not. This may be wishful thinking, but I have us taking Michael Pittman here from USC. Again, I know a lot of Giants fans are very high on Michael Pittman, as am I. 6'3", 219 pounds, ran a 4.5 240, so he is that big-bodied receiver. Pretty decent speed, about average speed for a wide receiver, maybe a little bit below average. I don't know what the average receiver runs these days, but a 4.52 isn't horrible. We'll just put it that way. He's not burning by anybody, but again, in the third round at number 99, you get a guy with this size who had 101 receptions, 1,275 yards, and 11 touchdowns at USC last year. I think the Giants will get a pretty good receiver here at number 99. Lord knows we could use another receiver and a taller receiver, because I believe Slayton is our tallest receiver on this team, and I believe he's 6'1", so we could definitely use a bigger body for Daniel Jones to throw to, especially in that red zone, without a doubt. Again, I traded away our fourth pick here to Los Angeles, rather. So now we're on our fifth pick, number 150 overall, and I have the Giants taking safety Jordan Fuller out of Ohio State, 6'2", 203, 4'6", 40, 62 tackles, 2 picks, 4 passes, defense. He's a solid safety. There's no doubt about that. He's not spectacular. And he is a bit small. 6'2", 203 is a pretty small safety without a doubt. And again, his 40 wasn't great at all. But, again, when you're getting into the fifth round, you probably take the best available safety, and I do think that Jordan Fuller at this point in the draft would be the best available safety. And again, I know I read some Giants fans' comments, we don't need a safety, we have Julian Love, or we don't need a running back and this and that. Well, some of you guys got to remember, these teams get narrowed down to 53, but they start with about 95 guys or 92, whatever it is. They start with a lot of guys, so you need a lot of positions filled. These guys fight for positions. So we do need safeties. We still do need running backs. But I believe Jordan Fuller would be a pretty good pick here, 150 overall. And again, he would just add some depth. I don't believe he would start, but you never know. Maybe this guy surprises some people, but I have us taking Jordan Fuller in the fifth round. With our sixth round pick, number 183 overall, I have the Giants taking running back Anthony McFarland out of Maryland. Kind of a little bit of, I had us taking JaMycal Hasty in the seventh round of my first round mock draft. And he's about the same size, 5'8", 208, so he's shorter. But again, that's pretty thick running back at 5'8", 208. Very fast forward. He ran a 4.4 440, so he has a great, he has great speed, obviously. 614 yards on the ground, 8 touchdowns. He's a smaller change of pace back, which would certainly help. He averaged almost 5.5 yards a carry, and he also had 17 receptions and a touchdown. So again, much like JaMycal Hasty, Anthony McFarland faster than JaMycal Hasty. But again, that similar build, and a guy that could spell Saquon Barkley, come in on passing downs, that sort of thing. A little change of pace back. But Anthony McFarland on Maryland here, not really too bad when you look at his stature and his stats here. And of course, the 40 is pretty impressive with the 4.44. So I have the Giants taking Anthony McFarland here with their sixth round pick. With the first pick, their first seventh round pick here, number 218 overall, I have them taking defensive end Christian Rector from USC. Pretty good sized guy, 6'4", 275. He had a bad season last year, which definitely dropped his draft stock. He was poised to have a big season, and he did not. He had a very poor 2019 season again, which hurt him, no doubt about it, because in 2017, Rector had 11 sacks and 11 tackles for loss. He filled in for one of the injured defensive ends there at USC, and had a big 2017 season, and then he kind of diminished. So he's kind of, instead of improving every year, he's kind of diminished every year, because in 2018, he had 4.5 sacks and 9 tackles for loss. Again, it seems like his production decreased as the years went on there at USC. He can play a little bit of outside linebacker as well. He's a little bit flexible to do that. But in the seventh round, you might take a shot at Christian Rector from USC, again, hoping that he could get back to that 2017 form that he showed with the Trojans. Now with our 247th overall pick, again, remember I traded 238 to the Los Angeles Chargers for their number 37 pick. I have the Giants taking tight end Jacob Breeland out of Oregon. Jacob Breeland was another guy that was projected to have a monster season his senior year with Herbert coming back. It did not happen, though. He had a poor season with Oregon, but this guy has a ton of potential. Again, pretty decent size, 6'5", 252, projected 4'7", 640, so he's not a burner by any means. 26 catches, 405 yards, and 6 touchdowns. But they projected him to have a big season. And this is a guy that does have the potential to be a really good tight end. I don't know what happened over there at Oregon. It's not like I watch a bunch of Pac-12 football. I really can't say that I do, but I have heard of Jacob Breeland, and I know he was a pretty solid prospect over there in Oregon. So I don't exactly know what happened to him this year. But in the 7th round of 247, not a bad idea to bring in another tight end, again, for some depth here, because you never know. You could always use another tight end for blocking purposes, receiving purposes, whatever. Finally, with our last pick, 255 overall, I had the Giants taking outside tackle or guard. He can play either one. Tommy KRAEMER out of Notre Dame, 6'5", 314 pounds. So again, he's a pretty good sized kid. He can play right guard or right tackle. He's actually better as a right guard. So that's been basically his position, was right guard, but he can play a little bit of right tackle. And again, with Kevin Zeitler getting older, we're going to have to start looking at a right guard eventually. And I'm not saying KRAEMER is the guy that's going to take over for Zeitler, but, this is a guy that may be able to fill in if he has a good, I don't know if they're going to have training camp. This is the toughest thing about doing these mock drafts right now with the linemen, especially because you just don't know what we're going to have as far as OTAs, minicamp, training camp, even the start of the football season with everything that's going on. So hopefully, we can get back to some normalcy. We can get back to some football. But this is going to be tough with these linemen, without getting the reps that they need. But that is the mock draft. That is mock draft 2.0. Again, I do plan on doing another one of these without a doubt, at least one more. Probably do a couple more. These are a lot of fun. So like I said, maybe I'll put one up every other day or something. The next mock draft I do is going to be the players that I want us to take. I may throw a trade in there or two. I don't really know yet. I'm just going to go through it and see who I would like to have as far as the Giants go when they pick in certain spots. So again, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you tune in for the next one. And as always, man, let me know what you guys think in the comments section about the mock draft. It's all good, man. We're not going to agree on every pick for sure, but I'm sure there's some we are going to agree on. So thanks for watching, guys. And until the next time, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. I'll be live later tonight after little Baddog goes to sleep. It is his birthday today, even though I'm recording this Monday night. You're going to see it Tuesday, so it's his birthday. Happy birthday, buddy. Until next time, guys, the Bad Diggity Dizzle, and I am gone. Peace!